Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you, depending where you are in the world. We are doing the nighttime devotion from the devotional Maranatha. The title today, High Spiritual State Attainable. The scripture reading comes from Jude 24. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. Christ was obedient to every requirement of the law. By his perfect obedience, he's made it possible for every human being to obey God's commandments. When we submit ourselves to Christ, the heart is united with his heart. The will is merged in his will. The mind becomes one with his mind. The thoughts are brought into captivity to him. We live his life. This is what it means to be clothed with the garment of his righteousness. Then, as the Lord looks upon us, he sees not the fig leaf garment, not the nakedness and deformity of sin, but his own robe of righteousness, which is perfect obedience to the law of Yahweh. Through the plan of redemption, God has provided means for subduing every sinful trait and resisting every temptation, however strong. The strongest temptation is no excuse for sin. However great the pressure brought to bear upon the soul, transgression is our own act. It's not in the power of earth or hell to compel anyone to sin. The will must consent. The heart must yield. The passion overbear reason. Iniquity triumph over righteousness. If you will stand under the blood-stained banner of Prince Emmanuel, faithfully doing his service, you need never yield to temptation, for one stands by your side who is able to keep you from falling. We need not retain one sinful propensity. As we partake of the divine nature, hereditary and cultivated tendencies to wrong are cut away from the character, and we are made a living power for good. Ever learning of the divine teacher, daily partaking of his nature, we cooperate with God in overcoming Satan's temptations. God works and man works, that man may be one with Christ as Christ is one with God. Then sit together with Christ in heavenly places. The mind rests with peace and assurance in Jesus. That title again. High spiritual state attainable. And the whole thing is in that title. We can attain that required high spiritual state. We can. And it says it's by obeying the commandments. But obeying the commandments isn't about, yep, I do that one, yep, I do that one, yep, I do that one. Obeying the commandments is, they're all basically, if you obey the first two, love the Lord your God, love your neighbor. If you obey those two, really everything else should be encompassed. He had to spell it out for us. But really and truly, those first two commandments cover everything anyway. Through the plan of redemption, God provided every means for us to get rid of every sinful trait, to resist temptation. And that all comes down to one word: Jesus.